All right, Shalom Israel, Shalom, Shalom. I'm Brother Isaac, representing the Sons of God, and I'm coming back at y'all with another biblical breakdown. And first, I would like to give all praises to the Most High Yahweh, which is God's real name in the Hebrew, through his son, Hamashiach Yahushai, and his real name is Yahushai in the Paleo-Hebrew, which is Christ's real name, the Son. So this breakdown is going to be on should you be fasting more often than it's truth? Because when you read Leviticus, the 23 chapter, you're only commanded to fast on the Day of Atonement and stuff like that. But some prophets, you gotta fast these days because you need to build up your faith, your discipline, your obedience towards the Most High. You need to have that. You need to be in order. You need to be able to study. You need to be all these things that come upon you when you fast. But some brothers will just be like, but you only commanded to fast on the Day of Atonement, which is true. But some brothers, they going to put that effort to try to build themselves up in the spirit to be able to worship the Most High God and to be able to just to build themselves up, really. So I'm going to jump into this. So this is Luke chapter 5 and verse number 33. It says, and they said unto him, the him is Christ, why do the disciples of John fast often and make prayers, and likewise the disciples of the Pharisees, but thine eat and drink? So the disciples of John was fasting often, and it was making many prayers. But it said, speaking of Christ, why does yours eat and drink? Why your disciples eat and drink? And he said unto them, can ye make the children of the bride chamber fast while the bridegroom is with them? The bridegroom is speaking about Christ. So he's saying, can you make us fast? Make us try to fast while I'm here with them and physically and stuff like that. And verse 35, but the days will come, and it's speaking about right now, these last days, like how it was prophesied in Matthew 24, rumors of war, those last days, 2nd Ezra 15, the 16th chapter, all throughout the Bible speaking of these last days, saying these days will come, but the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken away from them, and then shall they fast in those days. So then when Christ is taken away, when he died and stuff like that, then they will fast in those days. So brothers going to be building themselves up in the spirit and be fasting in these last days to show their dedication and their to make many supplications towards the Most High through his son, Hamashiach Yahushai, making many prayers, making all sorts of things to try to get their prayers towards the Most High. So Christ is saying out his own mouth that in those days, when the bridegroom shall be taken away from them, and then shall they fast in those days. So brothers should strive to be one of those, to fast in these last days for the Most High, Yahushai, for Hamashiach Yahushai, and for Yahweh. That's truly if you really wanted in this thing. But you could, because when that Day of Atonement hit, and you haven't fasted in that long time, and when it hit, you won't be able to, you're going to be worried about eating and drinking because you've been eating and drinking every single day. Been drinking a bunch of water, whatever you drinking, Gatorade, soda or whatever. Then when that Day of Atonement comes, because you've been eating every single day, you won't be able to make it through. You're going to be like, damn, I'm hungry and stuff like that towards the Most High. So let me get this in Matthew's real quick. So Matthew's 4. So this is Matthew's 4. Let's see how long Christ fasts for. So this is Matthew 4. And I'm going to start at verse 2. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward a hunger. So Christ fasted 40 days and 40 nights. He wasn't worried about eating or drinking, like somehow a lot of people be in these days. Want to eat, drink every day. Want to be able to go have drink beer or whatever, do whatever they want to do. But people don't like fasting. Fasting is something people don't like, where you got to afflict your soul, dedicate it towards the Most High. They want to eat. They want to go into the lust of the ways of the world, live by your own pleasures. People have pleasures with eating and drinking. So let me get this real quick. So some brothers' pleasures be eating and drinking, and they don't want to fast and show that dedication towards the Most High. And when you look up, because I looked up how much food get wasted in the world, over 1.3 billion tons a year get wasted in the world. That's a lot of food that get wasted. So hold on. Let's see what I want real quick. So All right, yeah. So this is Sirach, chapter 31, and I'm gonna start at verse number 18. When thou sittest among many, reach not thy hand out first of all. So some of these, like, as an example, when you at the dinner with the family, everybody got their plate, you finish your plate, don't be the first one to reach while everybody is still eating their first plate. And then you finish that second plate, now you on your third plate, and then they just got to the second plate. They gonna think you a glutton. They will think you a glutton because you eating all the damn food. That's how some mostly big people be. You don't want to be, you want to have your body well nurtured, you want to be well in tune with your body and have it well in shape. You don't want to be obese and stuff like that. So let's keep going. 19. A very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured. So very little, a sufficient, real helpful, real pleasable, real enough for a man well nurtured. He will be able to survive eating, let's say he eat guacamole with some chips or salsa or something real healthy, and he eat it for in the morning, and he could get through the whole day and be able to get what he got, his errands he needs to get done. He goes to work, get his job, he get work done and stuff like that. But you send somebody to work without eating breakfast and stuff like that, they go to work without eating breakfast or whatever, they won't be able to make it through the day. They don't have their lunch for their break, they won't be able to make it. But that same brother, he could be able to fast and he'd be able to get through his whole day without worrying about eating and stuff like that. So, and it says, and he fetch not the wind short upon his bed. So that means he won't, Salakia. And he fetch not the wind short upon his bed. Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. So you'll be able to sleep real well if you're eating real moderate. If you're in control with what you're eating, you'd be like, okay, I'm going to eat Monday, but I'm going to fast Tuesday. Then I'm going to eat Wednesday. Then I'm going to fast Thursday. And whatever, how brothers want to move in the spirit to build themselves up. Because these mukbangers, these people who be doing the eating competitions and stuff like that, they eat too damn much. They eat all this food. And somebody, even when you watch these movies or these shows, they have the mom cook up a whole meal, like to feed a whole, like 2 families and stuff like that. Little Jimmy comes downstairs, grab one waffle and walks out the house and don't even eat the food. All that food get wasted, like in those shows and stuff like that. They don't really eat all the food. So that's why you just need a very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured. He will be able to do push-ups, sit-ups, or whatever. Or he could be able to fast and get through the day without having to worry about eating or drinking something. Now, if you try to do that to one of these mukbangers, they won't be able to do that. They're going to need to eat 5 meals a day, 3 meals a day. You don't need 3 meals a day. That's nowhere written in this Bible. We're the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Israelites, we're a fasting type of people. We don't need to eat every single day. We can eat one day and then do a whole 24-hour fast, or to even fast a whole week for 7 days. Or it could even fast 40 days and 40 nights to show our dedication towards the Most High. So let keep going on that. Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. He riseth early. So he gets up real early. He could get up at 5 a.m. and stuff like that. And his wits are with him. So he could be able to get what he got to get done. He could get what he needs to get done on that day. Whatever he has, errands, could do push-ups, could work out and stuff like that. But the pains of watching and coldler are the pains of belly are with an unstable man. Because you're unstable. You go a little bit on this side and a little bit on that side because you need to eat all the damn time. That's why it says it's unstable to an unstable man. If thou has been forced to eat, if you're trying to force yourself to eat, some of those people in them eating contests, they got 50 hot dogs on the left side, 50 hot dogs on the right side, 50 in the middle, and then they're washing it down with a Coke or Diet Coke or a water. And it says he forcing himself to eat. Arise, go forth and vomit. Some of those people in those eating contests, they be vomited on the side, while another brother is over here devouring them hot dogs. And thou shalt have rest, and you be able to lay down and sleep. Brothers, if you ever ate too much, because I did one time, and you won't be able to sleep, you won't have good rest, because how much food you've been trying to eat and stuff like that, because you forcing yourself to eat. But after you vomit, you will be able to have rest according to the Most High. And it does work. So I'm going to get this in Exodus real quick. Exodus 34. This is Exodus chapter 34. And I want 29. So like, yeah, 29. And it came to pass when Moses, is that what I want? Oh, it's like it not 28. And he was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights. The same as Hamashiach Yahushai. Yahushai was fasting 40 days and 40 nights. He did neither eat bread nor drink water, and he wrote upon the tables the words of the covenant, the 10 commandments. So Moses also fasts 40 days and 40 nights, the same as Hamashiach Yahushai. Our people don't need to eat all the damn time, because fasting is real good for your body. That's how you be able to build yourself up in the spirit. You'll be able to get your prayers heard more efficiently towards the Most High. You will be able to show the Most High your dedication and stuff like that. How you trying to worship him more? How you trying to put on that whole new armor of Yahweh and put on that new man, and to be able to change and convert and to show him you're trying to dedicate your whole life towards him, the same way Ezra did. Now I'm gonna bring this out in 2nd Ezra chapter 6, and I want verse number 35. And it came to pass after this that I wept again and fasted 7 days. So Ezra fasted 7 days. He wasn't eating. He wasn't drinking. He did a full 7-day fast. And it says, in like manner that I might fulfill the 3 weeks which he told me. So Ezra fasted 7 days. Just imagine if you try to do that to somebody in the world. They won't be able to survive. They're going to be acting like they're going to act like they're dying, sweating, won't be able to move. Got to lay back on a seat. Got to have the AC hitting him, the fan, whatever. Got to be able to, he won't be able to move because he didn't have no food to eat. But our forefathers, they fasted 40 days and 40 nights, 7 days, 4 days. They fasted a long time. So let me get this in 2nd Ezra chapter 13, and I want 53. And it says, this is the interpretation of the dream which thou sawest, because the Most High allowed Ezra to see the lost 10 tribes, where they went, and whereby thou only are here lightened. So Ezra was the only one that was lightened to see where they went. For thou hast forsaken thy own way and applied thy diligence unto my law and sought it. So Ezra he was like, man, I ain't gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna do the will of the Most High. I'm gonna do what Yahweh Bahashem Hamashiach Yahushai wants me to do. I ain't gonna do my own way. I ain't gonna eat all the damn time. I ain't gonna try to have sex with a bunch of girls. I ain't gonna out here try to spit game towards a bunch of girls. I ain't gonna be out here doing my own pleasures and what I want to do. I'm gonna do the will of Yahweh, what he told me to do, and try to make a difference in this truth. And it says, and sought it. So he went after it. He made haste. Let me get that real quick in Psalms 119, 60. So this is Psalms chapter 119 and verse 60. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments. So Ezra made haste. He ran a 4.0 dash towards them commandments, and he delayed it not. He didn't say, nah, I'm going to do it in a year. Nah, I'm going to do it next month. I'm going to do it next week. Soon as he heard it, he went and sought it to keep the Most High's commandments. So I'm going to keep going on that. And it says, thy life hast thou ordained in wisdom, and has called understanding thy mother, right? So he ordained his whole life. He put his whole life in dedication towards God's law, statutes, and commandments. And therefore have I showed thee the treasures of the highest. And after other 3 days, I will speak other things unto thee, and declare unto thee mighty and wondrous things. So if you want that, the same thing that Ezra got, seek the Most High's law. Well, let me get this in Sirach, a precept. Sirach 19:19. So this is Sirach chapter 19 and verse 19. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. That's the life Ezra was doing. He was seeking the life of the commandments. And all they that do things that please him, Ezra was pleasing the Most High, shall receive the fruit of the tree of mortality. That's how you live forever. So let me get this in Judith. Judith 5. Wait, no, Salakia, Judith 8 and 6. Salakia. So this is Judith chapter 8 and verse number 6. And she fasted all the days of her widowhood. So she was a widow, save the eves of the Sabbath, and the Sabbath, and the eves of the new moon, and the new moons, and the feasts, and the solemn days of the house of Israel. So she fasted every single day except the Sabbath, the new moons, the feasts, and the solemn days. So when those days came up, when she had to eat and stuff like that, she was eating. And when it hit the Day of Atonement, she was fasting too and stuff like that. So she was keeping the Most High's high holy days. And she was eating on the Sabbath. So when it wasn't God's high holy day, she was fasting. She was showing her dedication towards the Most High. Because when you fast, like the same way Ezra fasts with that whole kingdom. Esther, when Esther fasts, when Haman was trying to kill him and stuff like that, kill the Jews. I'm going to get that. Let me get that real quick. And then also with Jonah fast, it gets your prayer more heard by the Most High. So this is Esther chapter 4 and verse number 16. Go, gather together all the Jews that are present in Shushan. So Esther is saying, go and gather all the Jews that are present in Shushan and fast ye for me. So she's saying, we all got to fast for me. And neither eat nor drink 3 days. Just imagine if you try to do that to somebody in the world. Tell them, damn, fast for 3 days. Oh, damn, I can't do that. That's too much for me. I can maybe fast for 1 hour, but 3 days? No, that's too much. Night or day. So fast for 3 days. Don't eat, don't drink. I also and my maids will fast likewise. So Esther fasted too, and the maids. And so will I go in unto the king, which is not according to the law, because if you go to the king and he didn't give you the scepter or the will to, you'll be put to death. So she went to the king, not according to the law. And she said, if I perish, I perish. So she said, if I die, man, I die. Because if any brother is familiar with Esther, Haman, which was a Caucasian man, he was trying to wipe out all the Jews and kill us all. But we had to make many supplications towards the Most High to get our prayers heard. So I'm going to get this in additions to Esther. Chapter 14 and verse number 1. Queen Esther, also being in fear of death, resorted unto the Lord. You see that? She was like, man, I got to go to my power, my rock, my defense, my who I need, my helper. She resorted unto the Lord, unto Yahweh, and laid away the glorious apparel and put on the garments of anguish. And mourning. So she took off her royal apparel, her glorious apparel, and put on the garments of anguish and mourning. And then instead of precious ointments, she covered her head with ashes. That's to show humility. That's to show she's nothing but dust and ashes that pass away. And she humbled her body greatly, and all the places of her joy she filled with her torn hair. So she was showing humility towards the Most High. She was humbling herself towards the Most High, trying to get her prayers heard towards the Most High. And the Most High ended up delivering them, and then Haman ended up getting hung on them gallows. So they end up getting a judgment for trying to kill the Most High people. That recompense came upon their own head, and they got a judgment. So I'm gonna get this in Tobit. Wait, so like I don't want that yet. Let me get this in Jonah real quick. Jonah. So like it, bear with me. So this is Jonah chapter 3. And I'm going to start at verse number 3. And Jonah arose and went to Nineveh according to the word of the Lord. Now Nineveh was an exceeding great city of 3 days' journey. And Jonah began to enter into the city a day's journey. So he got there really fast in 1 day. And he cried and said, Yet 40 days and Nineveh shall be overthrown. So he would came and deliver the message that the Most High commanded him. He said, yeah, 3 days and Nineveh will get brought down to the ground. So the people of Nineveh believed Yahweh. So they believed God and proclaimed a fast. So they was like, hey, man, we got to fast and get right. We got to make our prayers get heard towards the Most High. We got to show humility and humbleness that we don't want this to happen to us. And put on the sackcloth from the great of them, even to the least of them, from the poor of them to the greatest. So everybody was fasting and stuff like that. So I'm going to get this in Tobit. And their prayers got heard. The Most High didn't destroy Nineveh. So look, this is Tobit chapter 12 and verse 8. Prayer is good with fasting. You see that? The Most High said prayer is good with fasting. Well, let me do something real quick. So they said prayer is good with fasting, because that's like they go hand in hand. When you making prayers and you're fasting, that's a well and pleasing thing to the Most High. Prayer is good with fasting, and alms and righteousness, a little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness. It is better to give alms than to lay up gold. You see that? So it's better to be, prayer goes hand in hand with fasting. And what else do I want? Let me see what else I want. Oh yeah, Daniel's. The 9th chapter. 9 and 3. So this is Daniel's. Daniel chapter 9 and verse 3. And I set my face unto the Lord, Yahweh, to seek by prayer and supplication with fasting. You see how our forefathers was moving? When they getting ready to make mourning supplications, when they finna pray, they always start fasting, and sackcloth and ashes. And I prayed unto the Lord my God, and made my confession, and said, O Lord, the great and dreadful God, keeping the covenant and mercy to them that love him. Love is keeping the commandments, according to 1 John 5 and 3. And to them that keep his commandments. We have sinned. So now he's making supplications. He's confessing. He's saying, we have sinned. All Israel have sinned and have committed iniquity. And we be doing iniquity. We keep sinning. We can't get right. And have done wickedly and have rebelled. We always combat it. We always say that's the Old Testament. That's the old law. We don't have to do it. We don't have to do that no more. Even by departing from thy precepts and from thy judgments. The judgments which he gave to us. To how we judge our brothers, how we correct people. The Most High said we had judgments. So you see that? So when our forefathers, they were getting ready to pray, they always fast. Make many supplications towards the Most High. Trying to get their prayers heard. So I'm going to get this in Isaiah 58. This is Isaiah chapter 58 and verse number 3. And it reads, wherefore have we fast, saying they, and thou seest not? Wherefore have we afflicted our souls? Because that's what you're doing when you're fasting. You're afflicting your souls. You fighting off. You putting on that strong fight. You fighting off spiritual wickedness that's combating against you. And thou takest no knowledge. So when you fasting, you're not taking no knowledge. You're not studying. You're not trying to build yourself up in the spirit. You're not trying to what else? Go out or whatever. Go out and preach the Most High's name. Watch some videos. Build yourself up. Make many prayers and supplications. So you're not taking no knowledge. Behold, in the days of your fast, you find pleasures, the stuff you love doing. You will do the same stuff you was doing yesterday. And just the difference, you're not eating or drinking, but you're still doing the same stuff. You might have sex. You might watch a bunch of YouTube videos of stuff in the world. You might watch a bunch of things and not make many prayers to the Most High. You might do wicked things. You might play video games. You might go out there and hoop, find your pleasures, and exact all your labors and do all the work you want to get done. Behold, ye fast for strife and debate, and to smite with the fist of the wickedness. Ye shall not fast as ye do this day, to make your voice heard on high. So they say don't fast. Is it such a fast that I have chosen? A day for a man to afflict his soul? And we know that's the Day of Atonement, because the Most High chose that day. It is to bow down his head as a bulrush, and to spread sackcloth and ashes upon him. Under him. Will thou call this fast an acceptable day of the Lord? So you see that? So the day commanded to fast is the Day of Atonement, but brothers can also pick days to fast during the week. Even you should be fasting often in this truth, like Hamashiach Yahushua said in Luke 5:33 on down to 34. Because those days will come when a bridegroom is taken away that they will fast often. So when you pick the day to fast, let's say you want to fast Wednesday at 2 p.m. Do that full 24 hours till it's the next day, Thursday at 2 p.m. And that's a 24-hour fast. You make sure you don't want to eat, drink. And before it's going to hit that time where you want to fast, let's say your fast starts at 2 p.m. Make sure the last thing you do is to brush your teeth or whatever. That's the only water that should go in your mouth. And if you need to prepare and drink more water and stuff like that, go do that. So, and then let me get this. Matthew 6. So and also if you know you finna fast, don't try to like if you know you got still lustful spirits in your thoughts and stuff like that, and you know you just like, let's say you finna do this fast, and you know you finna, after you fast, you finna go and commit a sin, it's best off to not do it, because that's wicked. But try to, if you want to really believe and try to get that spirit off you, because that's a wicked spirit and stuff like that. All right, so look, this is Matthew 6 and verse 17. But thou, when thou fast, anoint thy head and wash thy face. So you want to make yourself look presentable when you're fasting. Don't look like all messed up so people can see you fasting and stuff like that. Be like, oh yeah, I'm just doing this fast for the Most High. Yeah, you know I'm fasting. Man, I've been real hungry though. You know, I'm just doing this for the Most High. You know, all praises. Ba'ashem HaMashiach Yahushua. And stuff like that. Don't be saying stuff like that. The Most High said, wash thy face. So wash your face and stuff like that. That thou appear not unto man to fast. You don't want to appear to another dude, be like, oh yeah, you know I'm putting on this fast. Yeah, trying to get the glory of man. You want the glory unto the Most High Yahweh, but unto thy Father, that's Yahweh, which is in secret. You want to keep that to yourself. You don't want to just go around looking all pitiful, looking all messed up in the face because you didn't wash your face and stuff like that. Nor brush your teeth before you fast and stuff like that. So you want to keep this a secret to the Most High. And thy Father, which seeth in secret, shall reward thee openly. So you will get that reward openly. So don't let all men know you fasting. Don't try to tell everybody you fasting, or try to show or just try to basically be like, yeah, you know, I'm putting on this fast, trying to dedicate it towards the Most High, you know. So let me get this in Sirach. Sirach 33. So this is Sirach chapter 33, and this is to what I was saying when brothers, you just doing the fast for no reason. If you know you finna commit a sin, you know you finna go back into the world or do something wicked. So this is Sirach 33 and 25. He that washeth himself after touching of a dead body, right? So we know when you touch a dead body, you're unclean. If he touch it again, what allieth his washing? So what was the point of you taking that shower or taking that bath to wash yourself and to wash your clothes? Because you came right out just to touch it again. So is it with the man that fasted for his sins. So it's the same way a dude who fasting for his sins, like masturbating, smoking, drinking, being a drunkard, sleeping with a bunch of women and not making them your wife, or breaking God's Sabbath and stuff like that. So what's the point of you fasting for your sins and goeth again to do the same? And you, right after you get done with your fast, soon as it hits 2 p.m., lighting that blunt up and getting ready for your munchies. Who will hear his prayer, or what doeth his humbling profit him? So that's saying, who's going to hear that prayer The Most High ain't gonna deal with that. Or what doeth his humbling profit him? So what does all that humbling, submission, and all that profit your damn soul? Because the Most High is gonna be pissed off with you if you did that. Let me get this in Isaiah. So this is Isaiah 1:15. Because the Most High don't have to answer every prayer. Most High could cast your prayer off. So this is Isaiah 1:15. And when ye spread forth your hand, I will hide my eyes from you. So if you know you finna go and commit a sin, and you finna you fasting and stuff like that, hey, try to the best of your ability to fight that spirit off. Try to make many and be really mean your prayers towards the Most High. Really mean that to get that spirit off of you. But if you know you finna do it, you get in you know what you finna do right as soon as it hit the time. Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab this. I got my lighter ready. I got the weed, already got it rolled up. You got the lotion right there, whatever you finna do, some wicked, go in the hub or whatever. Hey man, just try to get that spirit off of you. Cause then when you spread forth your hands, the Most High said, I will hide my eyes from you. Yeah, when ye make many prayers, I will not hear. The Most High don't gotta hear every prayer. He could cast them off. Your hands are full of blood. That's not talking about literal blood, but it could be if you committed that murderous act. That's talking about sinning. That's why it says full of blood. So, let me get this in Hebrews. So when you fasting, because those days will come when the bombs are going to be dropping, when all hell is going to be going on in the earth. You want to build up your faith and your belief system. That's the whole point of fasting, to have faith, to get spirits off of you, to be able to put on that good fight, to be able to fight off spirits, to fight off wickedness, to be able to even pray for brothers and stuff like that. That gets your prayers heard way more earnestly by the Most High. So this is Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for. So that's something that brothers really run in the truth. Because a brother in the truth, he could be doing all the works to the Most High. But if he don't have that faith, what is that going to profit him? When the day of the Lord comes and he doesn't believe that the Most High is going to protect him from all them bombs dropping, that faith ain't going to help a damn thing. Because you don't have faith. But you got the works though. He got fringes. He got the shofar. He got the paddle. He got his beard. He got his fringes. He was doing all God's high holy days. He was gathering with brothers. He was doing the law, statutes, and commandments. But he doesn't have that faith. The evidence of things not seen. Because we never seen the sea parted. The Israelites, we never seen that. But our forefathers did. We never seen manna come out the sky. But our forefathers did. But we haven't seen it. We didn't see just those signs that he did in Egypt. We didn't see that. So, right, it says, though faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of Yahweh, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith, Abel offered unto Yahweh a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which was he. So, like, this is all I want. Yeah, that's it on that. But yeah, so on faith, you need that faith. That's what brothers need to fast for. You need to build yourself up in faith. Because when all these bombs dropping, when rumors of war, when that day come, a race war, when you won't be able to leave the city, when you won't be able to, because the gun ain't gonna save you. Having all them can goods, yeah, it's important to have that. If you need that, yeah, get that. But if you don't got that faith, if you don't have the faith, and you ain't doing the works, the Most High ain't gonna save you. You ain't gonna get that deliverance. Let me get this in James real quick. James. So like it, bear with me. So this is James chapter 1 and verse number 22. It says, be ye doers of the word, and not just hearers only, deceiving your own selves. So you want to be doers. If you got faith, that's good. And also do the work. Let me get James 2. James 2. And what do I want? 22. Oh, yeah. James 2 and 22 says, seest thou how faith wrought with his works? So let me start at 20. But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? So if you got faith, right? Faith without works, you got faith without works is dead. You're not doing nothing. If it's just, oh, I just believe. I got the faith. You need works. And you need works and faith. They go hand in hand. The same way prayer and fasting go hand in hand. Was not Abraham, our father, justified by works? Because he did the works in Genesis chapter 17. He got circumcised. He was going to offer Isaac onto the altar. Let me keep going on that. When he had offered Isaac, his son, upon the altar. Seest thou how faith wrought with his works? So they went hand in hand. His faith went with his works. And by works was faith made perfect. You see that? You just don't got to believe. You got to do the works. That's the whole point why brothers needs to fast. You need to, if you don't have that faith, if you don't believe the Most High is coming back, if you don't believe the Most High is going to save you and deliver the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the true Israelites, because salvation is only for Israel, according to Luke 168, according to Psalms 14:7, according to all these scriptures supporting that Israel will be saved. If you don't believe that, hey man, you need to fast and build yourself up and truly try to get those prayers heard. So let me get this real quick. What do I want? Oh yeah, Genesis 15. So this is Genesis chapter 15 and verse number 6. And he believed in the Lord. Abraham believed into Yahweh, and he counted it to him for righteousness. See that? You got to have that belief system. So, and you know how to pray. So you got to spread forth your hands. You don't have them together. You got to spread them forth. And you got to look back towards the east. Let me show you that. Got to pray towards the east. If brothers didn't notice. So I'm going to show you. Through the spirit of Yahweh. So this is Daniel chapter 6 and verse 10. Now when Daniel knew that the writings were signed, he went into his house and his windows being open in his chambers towards Jerusalem. Jerusalem is towards the east. He kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks before his God as he did before time. Now, wherever you at, it could be different, but where I'm at, you got to look in Pasadena, Compton or whatever. If you're on this side, you got to, or it's just where Jerusalem is, where Israel is towards the east for me. So for some brothers, it could be somewhere different. I don't have that breakdown yet, but so you want to look about towards the east to be able to get your prayers heard. Got to face towards Jerusalem. And he prayed 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks before his God as he did aforetime. You see that? And he prayed 3 times a day. So I'm going to get this in Baruch. Baruch 5 and 5. So this is Baruch chapter 5 and verse 5. Arise, O Jerusalem, stand on high and look about towards the east. So we want to pray facing towards the east. You see that? And behold, thy children gather from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in remembrance of Yahweh, because we're remembering who we are. You see that? So you want to face towards the east and spread forth your hand. And you got to know who you're calling upon, which is God's real name in the Hebrew is Yahweh. And his son's name is Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, because we know the J's wasn't invented until the 1500s. So his name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. So this is what you need to do. So brothers, if they fasting, want to make many prayers towards the Most High, Salakia, excuse me, and you want to also try to build yourself up and believe that your prayers is getting heard. Because according to Tobit 12 and 8, it shoots forth. It's more, it goes way more faster towards the Most High when prayer and fasting, they go hand in hand. So let me get another precept. If I didn't get some. Let me think. What do I want? I think that's it. I really hit every point. Yeah, I'm going to just close it out with this one again. Luke. So this is Luke. Go to 5 again. So if you're one of those brothers, nah, I'm just going to fast on the Day of Atonement. Hey, man, go ahead. But if you want to be one of those prophets that Christ is talking about, be able to fight off spirits. Wait, let me get this real quick. So this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. And I'm gonna start at verse. I'm gonna start at 2. For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief of the night. We know the day is coming. It's real close. We see famines coming upon the earth. We seeing people were finna. A lot of people are dying. We seeing rumors of war. Russia ready to go to war with America and stuff like that. We know that day is coming. For when they say peace and safety, for when you think everything is all fine, oh yeah, peace and safety. Then sudden destruction cometh upon them as a travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, because a pregnant woman won't be able to run away. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness. That darkness means sin, wickedness, loss, sleep, whatever. That day should overtake you as a thief. So brothers, Israelites, don't be in that darkness. Build yourself up in the spirit. Don't be in that sin. Don't be in that adultery sin. Don't be in that lusting sin. Don't be in that fornicational sin. Don't be in the having an evil eye towards your brother type sin. Don't be lusting. Don't smoke. Don't masturbate. Don't be in those sins. Ye are all the children of the light. So we're the children of the light. The Israelites are the children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep. That sleep is spiritual sleep, as do others. Let us watch and be sober. Look what's going on. Look what's going on. According to Ezekiel 3:17, be watchmen. For they that sleep, sleep in night, and they that drink are drunken in night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith. You see that? You need that faith in those days. That's why you want to be able to fast and pray, make many supplication to get faith and love, to be able to love your brother, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation. Right? So you see that? That's what you need, faith, and you need to put on that whole armor of Yahweh. So I'm going to get this. I just remembered. I was missing my point. Wisdom of Solomon. So this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1. And I believe I want 4. Yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 4. For into a malicious, so wisdom shall not enter. So somebody who's fighting amongst himself, who got a bunch of sins into their body, that wisdom won't enter into you, nor dwell in a body that is subject to sin. So if you already thinking that when you finna fast, that you finna smoke, masturbate, sleep with this dude, girl, go and kill your brother or whatever, that wisdom is not with you. She's not subject to dwell in a body that's able to sin. You see that? So let me go down. For the Holy Spirit of discipline will flee and will remove from thoughts that are without understanding. So thoughts that don't have understanding, like you thinking a bunch of wickedness. You're thinking about a bunch of wickedness, saying God is not perfect or whatever, or that immaculate conception where Christ came out of adultery or whatever. So it will flee with thoughts that without understanding, and will not abide when unrighteousness come in. You see that? So it says, for wisdom is a loving spirit, and will not acquite a blasphemer of his words. For God is a witness of his reigns, and a true beholder of his heart, and a hearer of his tongue. So the Most High hears everything you saying. He knows what's going on in your mind. He knows what you got planned on in your reigns. He knows the whole point of why you want to fast. And he sees if you're going to commit that same sin again. He already knows you can't fool the Most High. You might be able to fool man. You can fool man, but it's impossible to fool the Most High. Now I'm going to get this in Jeremiah 17:9. And it reads, the heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? The heart, our mind thinks about a million different wickedness sins we could commit. A bunch of different things. A way to come up with how to rob people for money. A way how to rob your brother. A way how to rob his wife. A way how to talk to a bunch of these women. Sleep with a bunch of these women. Have an orgy or whatever. Our mind is wicked. Desperately wicked. I, the Lord. So Yahweh saying, I do this. Search the heart. I tried the reins to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doing. Oh, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doing. So he will reward you for what you're trying to do. So when you're fasting, you want to try to have your mind dedicated towards scriptures, to be able to meditate, to be able to build yourself up. You don't want to be thinking about a bunch of wickedness in this when you're fasting, because this is all dedicated towards the Most High. So let me get this in Genesis 22:63, I believe. Or is it 24:63? Yeah, 24:63. So this is Genesis 24:63. And Isaac, our forefather, went out to meditate in the field. So our people love, because we're sheep. Like the sheep range in it, they be in the field. It's all peaceful. Our people, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Israelites, man, I know when I went in the field, man, makes my mind right. I could be able to think well. I could be able to meditate well. At the eventide, and he lift up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. So to be able to meditate and get yourself right with the Most High. So I'm going to get this in Sirach 39 real quick. So this is Sirach 39:1. But he that giveth his mind to the law. So you're supposed to give your mind to the law when you're fasting. And even throughout your whole life. You want to think about the law. You don't want to think about anything else but the law. You want to match precepts up. Precept showing Christ come out of the seed. Precept for Israel. Precept for sin. Precept for who God came back for. Precept for the worlds of the Most High. And the law for like beard, swine, all stuff that's pertaining to the law. And is occupied, so you're busy in the meditation thereof. Will seek out the wisdom of all the ancients and be occupied in prophecies. Stuff that's coming, Matthew 24:7, 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 16, Daniel's. All these prophecies that is coming upon the earth. And you're looking in the ancients that is before you. Ezra's, Ezekiel, Daniel, Jeremiah, Isaiah, David, Solomon. So all these ancients that's before you. So you're gonna be occupied in these scriptures and constantly trying to build yourself up. So that's what you want to do when you're fasting. You want to meditate, you want to read, you want to study, you want to do everything to build yourself up, and you want to try to pray for faith and to pray for discipline. Because discipline, if you have discipline, you won't commit sins. You'll be able to build yourself up. Now, if you fall, amen, there's scripture showing that some brothers will fall. Proverbs 24:16, Psalms 37:24. But the Most High will still lift you up, because the just man riseth up again. So this is Psalms 119:97. Oh, how love I thy law. It is my meditation all the day. So David said, oh, how I love thy law. I meditate all the day. Though through thy commandments hast thou made me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me. Because it's going to stay with you. I have more understanding than all my teachers. For thy testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the ancients, because I kept thy precepts. So the people that was before you, if you meditating, fasting, having that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the discipline, faith, belief system, you'll be able to understand more according to Yahweh, Ba'ashem HaMashiach Yahushua, if you allow that to come into you and to build yourself up. If you're truly trying to show the Most High you're trying to change. And I have refrained my feet from every evil way, that I may keep thy word. The evil way is being in sin. You see that? Don't want to fast every day. You see that? Or at least fast once a week. You want to try to build yourself up and dedicate it towards the Most High. You see that? So brothers could, if you want to be one of those brothers that just fast on the Day of Atonement, go ahead. Go ahead. But I'm going to close it out with this. So hope this video was edifying, but I'm going to close it out with this. Luke 5:35. And it says, but those days, So like it, but the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken away from them, from us, Yahushua. And then shall they fast in those days. And brothers are going to be fasting every week to the best of their ability. Fast once every day. They might fast one day a week and do it for a whole month. They fast one each day a week, right? And the next time it comes to the next month, they might fast 2 times a week. Then they build themselves up and be like, okay, I could do 3. The next thing you know, you're doing 4. The next thing you know, you might do 5. Then one you want to try and do 6. Then you might even do 7. If it's not a feast day or whatever, you know? So fast in those days. If you want to build yourself up, get that faith, get that discipline, be able to get wicked spirits off of you to build yourself up to the Most High. This is how you edify and according to Tobit 12:8, that's how you get your prayers more heard. Because prayer with fasting is good. It goes hand in hand. So I hope this video was very edifying for brothers and stuff like that in the truth. Trying to build, and sisters too. Our sisters in the truth who are building themselves up. Wives trying to be submissive towards their husband. Even the little sisters who are young, who's being submissive to their parents and stuff like that. Because if they don't have a husband. So I hope this video was edifying for Israel. And try to build. And let me close out with this and put on that good fight. Let me get that. First Thessalonians. First Timothy 4:7. So this is 1 Timothy chapter 2 Timothy 4:7. Salakia. 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 7 says, I have fought a good fight. So you want to put on that good fight. You want to fight that fight unto death for the Most High Yahweh through his son Hamashiach Yahushua. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith, and you want to keep the faith. You don't want to give up in this truth. You don't want to fall back into the world. You don't want to give up and be like, man, I just fasted, but I sinned. Build yourself up. Because brothers it's going to happen. You might a sin end up coming in your mind or whatever. Because our thoughts are wicked. We always, Israel always go off and stuff like that. But through the grace of the Most High, we could be able to repent and come back to the Most High 20 times harder. Let me get this Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord. So if you come into this truth, if you come on to put this good fight, this ain't the fight for the weak. If you're one of these weak brothers, hey man, you might fall back into the world. But if you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. That wisdom going to try you the same way it was trying Job. That wisdom going to try you the same way Ezra was getting tried. The same way all these prophets before us was getting tried. They all got tried to get knocked back into the world. But they put on that good fight, according to 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 7. Set thy heart aright. So make your mind to be all right. And constantly endure. Be able to endure them hardships. That pain when your family don't want to deal with you no more. Your girl might leave you because she don't like how you in the truth. Or whatever. Your husband might leave you because he don't like how you in the truth. Or whatever it could be. You want to constantly endure for Yahweh through his son, Hamashiach Yahushua. And make not haste in the time of trouble. Don't fall back in the world when everything start going down. If you're trying to fast and everything is all... Because Job had it terrible. His wife told him to curse God and die. His sons died. He had boils on his face. His daughters, his children died. You don't think prophets mourn? You don't think we going through it? You don't think we have hard stuff in this world? Got to pay taxes, got to pay all these different things, these bills, these mortgage, brothers be on child support and stuff like that. It says, cleave unto him, cleave unto Yahweh, and depart not. Don't leave, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Because you want that you want that increase, you want that wisdom, you want that discipline, you want that faith, you want that belief system, you want that crown that nobody could lay hold on. Well, let me get that. I don't want this to be, it's already too long, so, hey, man, it was through the Spirit of the Lord. It was on my spirit. So I'm going to get this in Revelations 3:10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. The Most High will allow you to not get tempted. He'd be like, I'll keep you away from that. But if he wants to see if you will go back in the world, he can. That wisdom is going to try. Let me get that in Job. Let me get that in Job real quick. Bear with me. So this is Job chapter 7. It's a 7 and 19. What was it? Oh, I'm in Psalms. I'm bugging. My fault. Bear with me. Oh, dang. So this is Job chapter 7 and verse number 18. And that thou should visit him every morning and try him every moment. That wisdom is going to try you every moment. You're going to get tried every single day in this truth to see if you're going to go back into the world, to see if you love this girl more than the Most High, to see if you love your family more than the Most High, to see if you love this job more than the Most High. If they tell you, hey, you got to come in on Saturday, what would you do? What would you do? Would you come in on Saturday, or would you show the Most High you love him and don't come in? So you're going to get tried every single day in this truth to see who would you choose, who you love more, the Most High, Yahweh, or do you love the world more? Do you love your woman more, or do you love Yahweh? Do you love me who woke you up today, or do you love your wife? So the Most High going to try you every single day in this world. You're going to get tempted. The same way Christ got tempted. Christ got tempted, but Christ didn't fall into that sin. So back onto this, Revelations 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. So if you have that faith, believe this, the Most High will keep you away from that. So you want that faith, and you want to also be doing the works to try them that dwell upon the earth. Everybody's going to get tried. Behold, I come quickly. Yahushua is coming real quickly. He don't know when he's finna come back, but the Most High, Yahweh, knows. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Don't let nobody in his truth knock you off. Don't let nobody take that crown of life that is promised for you. Don't let nobody take that reward for you to be able to walk into them gates. Don't let nobody knock you off this truth. This is your walk with your God. This is your walk with the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua. Don't let your father, your mother, your family members, your brother, your even brothers in this truth, don't let no brother in this truth try to knock you off this walk. Fight and constantly endure. That's what it said in Sirach 2. So you want to also constantly endure. You want to be able to show the Most High you really trying to get right. You're trying to get yourself built up in the spirit. You're trying to show him you want to you're doing all this to please him, according to Sirach 19 and 19. Why are you keeping the commandments? Why are you trying to get the fruit of immortality? Why are you trying to rule in the kingdom that's coming? Why are you trying to get all these things? So with that, hope this video was edifying. So you want to make sure you fasting in these days, because in Luke 5 and 33, Christ said, in these days will they fast when the bridegroom is gone, in those last days. Want to make sure you have faith. Make sure you're doing the works. Want to make sure you got discipline to be able to get that wisdom. And you're going to get tried every single morning by that wisdom from the Most High. Don't let no man take your crown. Constantly endure. You want to pray towards the east, spreading forth both your hands. And you know the name of the Most God's name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shah. So I hope this video was very edifying for Israel, for brothers in this truth and sisters in this truth, trying to build themselves up with watching YouTube videos, getting scriptures and stuff like that. So with that, I want to give all honor and all glory to the Most High Yahweh through his son, Hamashiach Yahushua. Shalom. Kwame Yasharallah.